Alright, so I'm aware this channel is usually dedicated towards making fun of pedos, but this one is the episode, this Dr. Phil episode is the one that has those stupid trans non-binary retarded ass bullshit people that were debating Matt Walsh. And those people I just have to make fun of. They are so stupid, and what makes them even stupider is how hardcore they try to argue their stupid ass points that everybody knows is stupid ass. Even they know it, but they want to pretend that it's not and just pitch a stupid case of, yeah, this is what I am because I made it up this morning. Anyhow, I also figured in the grand scheme of things, they still fit in with pedos, because at the end of the day, this whole community is all about, worrying about trying to trans the kids and put on drag queen shows and all this weird, creepy bullshit. So you know what? Fuck them. They belong on this channel. So anyway, this is going to be a 3-part thing, because there's a bunch of different segments that I can make fun of some nonsense. First, it starts out with this fucked up couple that's basically a straight couple that looks gay, and I don't even fucking know. It's so many layers of nonsense of what they've done to themselves. And then the Matt Walsh part, I'm not going to include at all. It's not going to be one of the parts because he tore it up. There's no need for me to add anything. Half the time I'd think of something to make fun of them, and then Matt said it as well. And I'm like, oh, okay, I already covered. Then there's another portion where it's a couple parents that are talking about how they don't want their kids to go to a school that's, talking about dumb gender ideology bullshit. So there's really nothing to make fun of them for. They just are concerned parents. So, and I'm on board with what they're saying, so there's nothing to make fun of. But then it goes to this fucking wannabe doctor. Oh, I have a PhD, so I'm an authority on nonsense. And she is, oh my word, she is... She's a prime example of how they say, call it, book smart or whatever. Having a degree doesn't mean that you're actually smart. This bitch is fucking retarded as hell. And so easy to make fun of, so I'm looking forward to her part. And then it ends off with this woman who, holy shit, you can tell she's a psychotic as fuck, because she's got those crazy eyes and everything. Butch haircut, crazy ass eyes. And she calls her baby, the baby. Oh, I'm gonna leave it so that then when it gets older, it can decide what it is. Like, bitch, you know what it is. Does it got a dick? It's a boy. Does it not have a dick? It's a girl. It's not no fucking baby, you dumb fuck. So anyways, first we're going to get into this fucked up couple, Addison and Ethan. You'll see in about 5 seconds what I'm talking about.
Dr. Phil, the dispute over gender pronouns.
I don't identify exclusively with being a man or a woman.
I use they and them as my pronouns.
You don't get your own pronoun.
They and them, yeah, because that's an option. You are a plural individual, right? I know one person is somehow multiple. I'm they and them. Fuck you, bitch. The only time they and them is used as pronoun when we're talking about people is either A, when it's an actual group, yeah, they said that, oh, give that to them. Or B, if it's a situation where you're not exactly sure, like, I made another video on one of my other channels where I was talking about in my guild, I didn't know, and I was talking about the leader, and I said they don't, it seems like they didn't play that often. Well, that person becomes they because I don't know what my leader is, if it's a guy or a girl. I mean, we all just use generic names. You wouldn't even be able to know what I am based on my name because I just have a generic, goofy name. It doesn't specifically say if I'm a guy or not. So you wouldn't know that I'm a guy. So if you called me they in that context, it makes sense. But this one, you can clearly tell that you're a fucking guy because you've got a beard, asshole. You just grow your hair out and condition it so that way then it looks the way it does. But you ain't no they, motherfucker. You're he, stupid ass.
You think it's a delusion.
In school, our kids are being asked what their pronoun is.
So these are the people that I was talking about that they just don't like what the school is doing. There's nothing to make fun of them for. They're just concerned parents. Like, okay, that's, way to be, good.
This is a war on gender.
Babies are babies.
Whoops. That was that psycho lady I was talking about, though, with her fucking baby bullshit.
Without a known sex.
When they were born,
Right
we
here.
did not assign a sex.
She's a lot more psychotic looking in the actual episode. Here, she's just being talked to before the episode, so she doesn't look as crazy. Her eyes are a little closed. But goddamn, when she's an audience member, those eyes are fucking owls. Like,
You think it's toxic to
There it
label
is,
the
see?
child one way or the other. And my first guest, Addison and Ethan, have a lot to say.
I'm Addison.
And I'm Ethan.
We've been together for about
5 years.
So this is what I'm talking about, how this is so weird and fucked up what they are, because clearly Addison is a guy. This motherfucker keeps his beard and stuff, but then he wears lipstick, he does the eyeliner, he wears dresses, he grows his hair out, conditions it so it's all silky smooth. And then he's with Ethan, who, this is why I say it's straight, because this motherfucker Addison's got the dick, but looks more girly than Ethan, who's got the pussy, because Ethan is a trans man, a fucking biological woman, who mutilated the fuck out of herself to end up looking like this now. So, in a way, they look like a gay couple, but they're actually a straight couple, but they're fucked up on what they're doing, because you got this Addison retard trying to be both, and you got this fucking moron, Ethan, being opposite of what she's supposed to be, and, oh, word, it's so weird, and stop looking at me, you guys fucked up.
I'm married.
For 3 years.
I use they, them pronouns. Being non-binary just means that I just don't identify.
It's supposed to be non-binary means that I just made this up one day, I went to bed, and then the next morning I was like, you know what, I'm gonna claim to be non-binary. Clearly I'm a fucking guy, but I'm gonna say I'm neither, and everybody's supposed to just accept this, because that's how real life works, for as long as humanity, for as long as creatures in general have existed, there's male and female, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm neither. Shut the fuck up, asshole.
With the gender I was assigned at birth, and I don't identify exclusively with being a man or woman. I'm something in between, outside of that binary.
My pronouns are he or they. I also identify as a non-binary.
It's so stupid too. See, this is so fucking retarded. It's all arbitrary and just made up. Oh, my pronouns are he and they. Oh, so you're gonna choose one normal one, which isn't even correct because you forgot the S in front of your he, dumbass. But then they. What the fuck is that? He or they? So you're gonna be singular or a group? How, what? Like, these fucking retards that do this shit on the left, they don't even have any rules for what their nonsense is all about. They just make this shit up as it goes. Oh yeah, I'm trans. Like, first off, you're gonna say that you're trans. Okay, so now you're accepting that you went from one to the other. That means you acknowledge there was two genders. You were a girl, now you wanted to be a boy, so you switched, but now you're saying you're non-binary, which means you're neither. Bitch, how the fuck does that work? That's contradictory. How are you going to say that you're switching teams, but now that you're neither? So you went from one to neither? Like, what? And then how are you going to say, hey, okay, so now you're switching to use those pronouns that match what you switched to, but then you're going to put that they bullshit on them. What? These people are fucking retarded. Like, insane asylums, mental institutions, whatever the hell you want to call them, need to still be a thing like they used to be. Because if they were around like they were in the 70s and the 50s and all that, these fucking places would be jam-packed with these fucking retards. No, instead, somehow, these type of people, who are 0.1% of the overall population, are having such a big voice in what do they call it? Not the society, what's the word? I don't know. Daily Wire people say it all the time. Culture, in the culture wars, somehow they're like winning. You got Disney that's going all woke, you got Hollywood that's being all woke, always putting stupid bullshit in their movies about hating on white people all of a sudden. It's funny, racism's supposed to be bad unless it's against white people, then, oh, it's great, oh, good job, oh, you're super fucking racist against the white guy? Nice! Oh, that black guy said hi to you though, and you didn't say hi back, you're fucking racist, you piece of shit. It's so fucking retarded.
To me, being non-binary means having the sense of freedom to explore my gender in whichever way I want. I don't have to perform or pretend to be someone I'm not. I can be my authentic self.
Oh, I hate that phrase they say too. I don't have to perform or pretend to be somebody, blah, blah, blah. I can be my authentic self. Bitch, you can't accept your authentic self. And you've gone through the process to an extreme degree of mutilating everything about yourself, and now you're gonna pretend that you're being your authentic self? Your authentic self is a goddamn fucking woman. You were born a girl, asshole. Then you went through all these procedures, got your tits chopped off, possibly had a dick formed. I don't know if this fucking piece of shit still has a pussy or ended up getting a dick, but if you got a dick, now you got a fucking dick. You chop your hair up to make it guyish. You've taken testosterone so your voice can change. You have facial hair. Like, you fucked up your authentic self to look like this. Then on top of that, not only did you fuck yourself up to look like something that you're not, now you're saying, oh, I'm non-binary, so this means that I don't have to conform to any gender, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to be male or female. I can just be baby. There's nothing authentic about you at all. talking about your authentic self. You're just fucking trying to go with whatever the flow is on the left. Oh, this is the new extreme leftist thing. I'm gonna join that. I'm authentic now. I'm part of this group of fucking retards that all say this dumb shit. I'm so authentic. You ain't shit anymore, bitch. You ruined your whole fucking identity, and you're gonna act like this is my authentic self. Okay.
It's really important for us to share more information with people because people are curious, they want to understand, but sometimes they don't always have the opportunities to do that.
Welcome. You were watching the tape piece, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now listen to this. This fucking retard. This one's much dumber. This one can't even fucking defend anything. Actually, I don't know if we're actually going to get into that because this is when it's with Matt Walsh. But this fucking piece of shit has no arguments towards anything because how can you argue anything when you're living in some psycho-ass fairy tale land and somebody's coming on the stage arguing with you with real life and facts? You have nothing to say. So this piece of shit can't say anything. The other one, dumbass Addison, tries. But, you know, the logic is still extremely broken and not there, because I don't know why I said logic. There is no logic. The wannabe argument is extremely broken and not there. But yeah, it's... I paused it mostly just to say, just listen to this part. The stuff they say is so dumb.
This is a hot topic.
Yes.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is it a good thing?
I guess because it creates dialogue and
I never paid attention to that part. That was so fucking dumb. So, this is a hot topic. That's a good thing, right? This fucking dumbass. Yeah, absolutely. And then Phil's like, oh, why is it? I got nothing to say. I'll hand it off to you. I'm the one that quickly jumped on it. Yeah, that's a good thing, but now I can't defend it at all.
invites conversation to learn about other people.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are really confused about gender identity in these times, and it's good for us.
I think a lot of people are confused. No, it's just fucking retards like you that have nothing better to do with your life than come up with weird problems for the rest of normal society to have to potentially deal with. A lot of people are confused. Nobody's confused. Hi, I'm a guy. Hi, I'm a woman. You two fucking retards. Hi, I'm non-binary. I made this up one morning. I woke up and I thought it would be sunny and it was raining instead. So I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm non-binary. What does it mean? Nothing. But that's what I'm going to live my life as.
To have these conversations so people open their minds and relearn and unlearn to what we've been taught.
Right. And Addison, many people think gender pronouns are exclusive
what the fuck are you talking about, you dumb fuck? Right.
to the LGBTQ plus community.
Phil, don't worry about all that bullshit. LGBTQ plus blah blah blah. Fuck off. First off, the plus, fuck the plus. That's just dumb shit being added on for absolutely no reason. The Q, fuck that. The Q's nothing either. So now you're down to LGBT. Okay, as far as these go, fuck the B, because that's just somebody that's trying to seek attention. There's no such thing as somebody who's bi. You don't look at a fucking... You're not a guy who looks at, sees some bitch with big-ass titties walk by and you're like, God damn! And then later you see her boyfriend meet up with him and he's all muscular and you're like, holy fuck! It's one or the other. You don't fucking want to tear them both up. So fuck the base. Now that leaves you with LGT. T, fuck them. Those are people with mental health issues. They need to seek professional help and take the proper medications to balance out their brain issues, not be embraced and, oh yeah, sure, you want me to chop your cock off? There you go. So that leaves you with LG. Those are the only ones that maybe could be acceptable. The rest, fuck it.
But that's a misconception, true?
Yeah. Well, everybody has pronouns. Like, you may use he and him as your pronouns, right? I use they and them as my pronouns.
Everyone has pronouns. Yeah, it's just natural course of language of speaking. Duh. I use they and them because I'm a fucking piece of shit and think I have to be different. Duh. Even though I'm not different because there's this whole community of dumbasses like me. Duh. I mean, geez, at least in all fairness, I'm making fun of these fucks, but they're using normal words, they and them. You get the other retards that use, like, Z and Zer and all these retarded-ass, made-up, dumbass bullshit. At least these fuckers are just using they and them. Which, I mean, is still dumb, because grammatically speaking, that makes absolutely no sense. You're one person. You're them? Yeah, you're a them. Okay, asshole. I mean, in a way, I guess, because you're a guy that's trying to look like a girl, and you have both showing, so you're like Two-Face right now. And I guess Two-Face would refer to himself as them, but Two-Face also, at least, is clearly two different bodies. He wears a suit that's split down the middle, his face is split down the middle, and his personality is split down the middle. Half the time he talks to himself, the good side talks to the bad side, and then the bad side ends up winning. You are just one stupid fucking person sitting in that chair, though, so fuck off.
We all may have a certain gender pronoun too, but I think it's important for people to understand that for trans and non-binary people, we often change our pronouns to reflect who we are when we come out and
Ugh, for trans and non-binary. Shut the fuck up. God, I am definitely, like, not pro-trans at all. Like I said, it's retarded. It's people that have mental health issues, and they need to seek proper professional help rather than having doctors chop up and mutilate their bodies. But non-binary is fucking dumb. There is nothing. At least a trans person just wants to be on the other team. Oh, I don't want to be a guy anymore. I want to be a woman. Oh, I don't want to be a woman anymore. I want to be a guy. This non-binary bullshit is I don't want to be what I am. I want to be nothing. Like, what the Ugh.
Who we are.
How do you explain the difference between sex and gender?
I consider sex to be our biological makeup. Our chromosomes or hormones, our genitals is a biological makeup. But our gender is more of an internal sense. So think of it like this. Sex is what's between the legs, and gender is what's between the ears, right? It's our...
No, dumbass. They're the same fucking thing. Literally. Those words are used interchangeably all the time. On applications and stuff, your license, sex, M or F. Gender, it would be the same fucking thing. M or F. They're the same goddamn thing. You fucking retards went and had to go and make it something different, though, or try to make it something different. They're the same fucking thing. There is no difference, stupid ass. It's just anything to try to justify your way of looking like that. I'm gonna wear women's clothing, have my beard still, don't shave my pits, and I'm gonna wear women's earrings, let my hair grow and condition it. Oh my god. Now I can say I have a different gender. So, with that logic though, fucker, would you admit that your sex is male? Would you at least say that? Because you just said it's what's between your legs, and then gender's what's between the ears. Well, you never want to talk about sex then. You always want to talk about my gender. So would you actually admit that your sex is male? And the fucker next to you, would that one actually admit that the sex is female? Probably not. You dumb fucks would glaze right over that. Oh, well, you're not talking about that. That's my dead body. Now we're talking about my gender. That's my current body. That's my authentic self.
How we see ourselves on the inside.
Okay. And that's something somebody can't know. Gender is something somebody can't know just by looking at somebody.
Nope, yeah. Because everyone is going to present and express themselves in a different way. I know, it's very confusing, right? Everyone's like, what is going on? But it's really, you know...
See, here it is. There's the acknowledgement of, oh yeah, actually, there's the moment of a little shine through of sanity of like, oh shit, I'm talking about some psychotic ass bullshit that makes no sense at all. And so it just slipped through. Everyone's all confused and, oh, what's going on? Yeah, you're acknowledging that this is fucking retarded. That there's no such thing as non-binary. There's no such thing as something different between your ears and then in between your legs and all this dumb shit. And now you're like, oh fuck, I gotta try to explain this and sound intelligent. You can't, stupid ass. Because this is shit that you guys made up out of nowhere. That has no foundations, no... intelligence, no nothing to it. There was nothing to this. What makes you non-binary? Nothing. It's something you made up.
About us breaking that assumption that we can tell someone's identity, someone's story.
Yeah, I can tell your identity and story. You're a dumbass. There it is. You're somebody that if I saw, I would not want to try to talk to. I would not want to be friends with because I know that you would be so goddamn difficult as fuck about everything. If you were hired at my company, I would try my goddamn hardest to absolutely avoid you because the slightest thing's going to set you off and cause you to, probably try to file complaints and all this bullshit. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something funny that would be so petty, but I can't off the top of my head. Luckily for me, actually, that example I just gave, I work at a pretty conservative place. So I don't think they would hire a freak like this because they would know that it's just going to cause problems downstream. But still, just hypothetically speaking, like, I would avoid the fuck out of you because I know you'd just be a problem. So that's exactly what you're projecting to tell me. Hi, I'm a very problematic individual. I can't get along with anyone because everyone's supposed to conform to my dumbass shit, and I know they're not going to, so I'm going to make a problem out of it. Ugh, fuck right off.
Pronouns, even their name, just based on how they look, right?
Yeah. And so how does someone ask? How does somebody clarify that? Ethan, what's the best way? What's the most comfortable way?
Phil asking this one. Hey, you've just been sitting there. Hey, how about you get engaged now, you dumb fuck? You're part of this bullshit.
I think for me, to create a safe space for people to share their pronouns.
This is a little bit delayed, but I was just looking at them sitting there. You know how they laugh when your legs are dangling? Can we go back? When your legs are just dangling, looking like a little kid.
What's the best way? What's the most comfortable way?
Look at this fucker. Can't even reach the thing to put the feet. Like, look, Phil's feet are resting on the railing. This fucker next to her, Addison, could have the feet on the railing, but they're sitting like that instead. And then you get this fucker with the feet just hanging there like a little kid. Looking all ridiculous. I bet you if this fucker moved up just a tiny bit, too, like, it looks like they're sitting too far back in the seat. Just slide up a little, and that would give you enough extension so at least you can put your feet on the railing and don't look so pathetic. God, you're here trying to argue the most psychotic, dumbass, unfounded position that you hold greatly in life, and yet you're sitting here looking like a little kid who can't even sit in his fucking high chair properly. Like, what the hell? Just...
I think for me, to create a safe space for people to share their pronouns, I will say, hi, my name is Ethan. I use he or they pronouns. What about you?
I think it's really...
Yeah, because that's normal conversation. I like to meet new people and have them tell me their dumb shit. Hi, my name's Ethan. I use he or they pronoun. My response, cool. I have no business talking to you. Have a shitty life. Fuck right off. If that's how you're going to greet me, that's fucking retarded. I ain't got time to talk to you. If you're going to start out like that. Hi, my name's blah, blah, blah. I use this dumbass pronoun and this one. I don't even care if you use normal pronouns. If you think you have to tell me, hi, my name's Sarah, I use she, her pronouns, no fucking shit. Like, I don't need to be told. You can fuck right off, because obviously you're a problem.
Important for us to recognize other people's pronouns because, again, we can't make that assumption. But for so many people who are cisgender, meaning that you do...
Although they're saying this, that's the other rule that I was talking about that they break in their own. We can't assume others, but what did this motherfucker say to Dr. Phil earlier? I mean... In fairness, they did say you may use he, him, but you're assuming, because clearly he's a guy, that that's what he would use. So you just assumed earlier, and you're breaking your own rules. But that's right, there are no rules, because you just make the shit up as you go, literally.
Identify with the gender that you were assigned at birth. You're not transgender or not non-binary. I think a lot of people don't even question their pronouns, because we already use them, and it's already assumed correctly. Mm-hmm. But for so many trans and non-binary people, that isn't often assumed correctly. So we need to take the time to get to know people.
Cisgender.
It is assumed correctly. Stupid ass. Just because you think something is different, you have a mental problem, which causes you to be a problem towards the rest of society, doesn't mean that the rest of society is wrong. When I call you a he, I'm not wrong. You got a fucking beard. You probably got your dick still. You're a goddamn he who's just acting like a fucking asshole. Anyways, this section we're going to skip right here. It's just Phil talking about these stupid words that they have, cisgender, transgender, non-binary, and all that dumb shit. We don't need to go over this. I just want to make fun of these assholes, not their stupid terms.
For many non-binary people, they might identify as trans because they don't identify with that gender assigned at birth.
Right.
But for...
Bitch. You guys are not... I just made fun of the stupid Ethan one before for breaking these rules. You're breaking these rules again. How are you going to be non-binary when you're trans? Trans means that you're accepting that there's two and you're just switching teams. Non-binary means that you live in some psychotic fantasy world where there's neither. So you can't fucking be both at the same time. It makes no sense. Hi, I'm trans and non-binary. Okay, so you're trans what then? If you're non-binary, then you don't think there's male or female. So what the fuck are you trans of? Were you a circle and now you're a square? Like, what are you trans? Trans square? Like, it doesn't work.
A lot of non-binary people, it means that you just don't exclusively identify as a man or woman. And under that, there's a whole umbrella of gender identities where people might have pronouns that change day to day. There might be...
Yeah, that's even more the psychotic shit. Like, oh, it's going to change every day. Really? Really? So every single day you're just going to make up some dumb shit. Okay, today I'm going to go by he. Tomorrow I'll be she. The next day will be they. The day after that will be Z. The day after that will be Zer. And then when you get misgendered or use the wrong pronouns. You get all fucking bent out of shape. How are people supposed to even keep up with your dumb bullshit when this is what you do? Switch it up every fucking day. Hey, they. I'm not they. I'm Zer. Okay, yesterday you were they, you dumb fuck. I'm trying to play your stupid ass game. Stop changing the rules every day.
People who have one set of pronouns for the rest of their life. You might have non-binary people, too, who are fluid with their gender identities in itself. It's very confusing, very nuanced, but I think that what you were talking about...
It's very confusing, very nuanced. No, it's not. It's confusing for you individuals because you can't just accept real life. You are the confused ones. We're the normal ones that are just, like, looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this piece of shit just said, oh, you know, they might change gender fluid. One day they're this. That's not how this fucking works. You don't one day say you're a guy, then you're a girl, the next day, then you're back to being a guy. That's where I'm saying in the beginning, that's where the pedo shit comes from. So one day you're going to acknowledge that you're a guy, then the next day, oh, I'm a girl now, and I'm going to use the women's bathrooms, even though yesterday I was a guy? No! That's not how this fucking works. Dumb fucks.
Earlier, with it being that maybe traditionally, for centuries, people have identified with maybe the gender that they were assigned at birth. When we look at history, and we look at cultures too around the world, we see that third, fourth, fifth genders have always been around.
No. Forever. Things have been normal. And if those third, fourth, fifth genders were around, it was probably people that were seen as insane, crazy people, that the rest of society kind of was like, keep away from that person. There's something wrong with him. Now you fucks come along and you're like, hey, we're going to try to normalize this. Listen to the dumbass shit I have to say. I like to just hear my voice say dumb stuff. I don't like to think and live in real life. When I was a kid, my parents didn't punish me enough or even bother with me, so I got to get away with every dumbass thing that I could think of, and I want to still live that way. Duh. These fucks both clearly needed the belt a few more times when they were kids, instead of being coddled like fucking pussies.
In different cultures, the idea of what gender is or a relation to our bodies is completely different than maybe here in the United States.
I have a gender pronoun chart that I got really confused about.
Here we go. I skipped the last thing because, you want to see it, just watch the full clip. This we can look at because this is where I'm talking about all these dumbass words they have. There's such a massive list. And it's like, this is all made up shit. Like, literally, there was no definition of those words, no reason for those words to exist. It's just made up shit that these freaks made up over time. And now we're supposed to just, oh yeah, that's normal. What do you want me to call you? Duh.
I'm just admitting straight up, this chart.
This is dumb shit. Ko, N, A, he, she, okay, they, Z, yo, Z again, spelled differently, and V. And then, what the hell, the co-self? Like, what the fuck is this dumb shit? It's literally all, ko. Who the fuck comes up with ko? Oh, I want to be called ko now. I want to be called N now. I want to be called Z, but not the XIE way. I want to be the ZE way. Like, what the? It's fucking retarded.
I didn't know how to use the chart, and we don't need to go through the whole thing.
Yeah, you're right. We don't.
But there were, like, just using co.
Not all these pronouns I think I even recognize too, which is okay.
No,
right? I think that
I'm part of this dumbass psychotic cult, and holy shit, even I don't recognize any of these. That's how fucked up it is, and that's okay. Okay, dumbass, shut the fuck up.
At the end of the day, too, people will have different pronouns beyond he or she or even they, which, I use in a singular context for myself. But as you can see...
Yes, because a word that was designed to be plural is singular. That makes sense. That works. Your logic is spot on right there.
There's an ongoing evolution of language and how people can identify.
No,
if you're unsure how to use someone's pronouns after that person has disclosed what their pronouns are, just ask,
No, what you do is just walk away and don't bother with them anymore. Wow, I ain't dealing with your shit. See you later. You are not getting hired at this company, or I'm not trying to be your friend, or whatever the situation is. Not happening. Bye, dumbass.
Clarify. I just want to make sure that I'm using your pronouns in the correct way.
I don't give a fuck. If you're going to make me play some stupid-ass game instead of living in reality, I'm not dealing with you. You're a guy. I'm calling you he. You don't like it? Fuck right off.
Oh, what, XIE?
So you say Z.
Z? Mm-hmm. But then there is a Z right below.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Phil sounds funny saying that. XIE. That would be Z. Z.
Different ways to spell and pronounce pronouns. It's
Like, what is the fucking point of that either? Oh, it's the same fucking word, same saying, yet spelled different. These fucking assholes can't even agree on how to spell a fucking dumbass made-up word. Yeah, we're supposed to accept them and their stupid shit and live in their fairy tale fantasy world. Seriously? This doesn't... Fuck you guys. Like, it's not gonna... For me, it's not gonna happen. Fuck you. If I ever come across one of these dumb fucks, I'm not bothering. Like I said, I'm not dealing with them. Fuck you. You can live in your own dumb dream world. I'll live in the real world. Oh, I can't even spell the word the same as the next guy, but you gotta accept both ways. Fuck you.
Complicated and nuanced, but it's important for us to understand that complexity.
What's up with this piece of shit keeps saying nuance nonstop? It's all nuance, it's all nuance. Yeah, you know what the nuance is? You guys are fucked up in the head, and instead of trying to get help, you think everyone's supposed to just accept it. Hi, I'm a fucking retard, please accept it. Actually, I can't even say that. Because, you know, retard typically stands for making fun of mentally challenged people. And mentally challenged people, at least are the way they are, because they can't help it. They were born different. These fucking assholes can help it. They either A, can have enough mindset to go to the doctors and get some lithium or whatever is needed to help balance out their chemical imbalance within their brains, or B, they just don't have to act upon these dumbass urges they have. Oh, I'm non-binary. Bitch, you made that shit up, and now you're gonna live the rest of your life by that? Like, you're just being a fucking asshole at this point. So, I don't remember what this tangent just came off of. I said something about retards, but yeah, fuck these pieces of shit.
This guest has been criticized online for his view.
All right, now it's Matt Walsh. Matt tears this shit up. Of course, he even goes in after and reviews on his channel. He reviews his own interaction on Dr. Phil and adds even more to it. So, no need to look at Phil. This will end part one of these two dumbasses, and then the next one will be where we're looking at the psycho wannabe doctor who thinks she's something special when she's fucking not. She should be stripped of her doctorate. Actually, no, her doctorate's perfect. It's in some dumb shit like, not gender studies, but something retarded like that, like something that doesn't even matter. It's like somebody getting like a doctorate in general studies or something, liberal arts and sciences. I have a PhD in liberal arts and sciences. Oh wow, so that means you got a degree that you'll never get a job with? That's basically what this bitch has. Anyhow, thanks for checking this out and making fun of these assholes with me, and until the next one, I said see ya.